The 2022 Reese's Senior Bowl is now fully in the books. The next step on the path to the 2022 NFL Draft is the NFL Scouting Combine. Much of the Senior Bowl is a chance for players to shine independently of their college teams. Some players were coming from absolutely stacked teams, while other players were coming from small schools didn't get the national spotlight. All week long we've been spotlighting players who stepped up in practices, so who stepped up in the game itself. Perrion Winfrey, Idol, Oklahoma. It's rare that a defensive tackle wins the Senior Bowl MVP, but that's what happened today. Winfrey made himself some money this week with a great week of practice and topped it with a great game. Winfrey finished the game with 2 sacks and 3 tackles for a loss, showing off both his explosiveness and his intensity. The New York Giants drafted the Senior Bowl MVP in 3 straight years from 2017 to 2019. Could they find themselves drafting the MVP in 2022? DeAngelo Malone, edge, Western Kentucky. There were a lot of defensive linemen who flashed in the Senior Bowl, but Malone had the distinction of being the first to make a big impact play. Pitt QB Kenny Pickett had the national team offense moving well, until Malone set them back with a big sack on 2nd and 6. Malone is undersized for an NFL edge at 6'3", 239 pounds. However, he is explosive and quick, and he was a problem for offensive tackles who are 100 pounds heavier than him. The success of players like Haason, Reddick and Micah Parsons as undersized pass rushers could open teams' minds to that body type. Boye Mafe, edge, Minnesota. As I said, there were a bunch of front 7 players who had great days at the Senior Bowl. Mafe started things off with a strip sack in the 2nd quarter, blowing past the left tackle and separating Sam Howell from the football. Mafe came back in the 3rd quarter with a sack of Bailey Zappe to end an American team drive on the doorstep of the end zone. This one very nearly resulted in a fumble as well. Mafe is a dense and explosive edge at 6 foot, 3.5 inches, 255 pounds, and he showed great hand usage finish by chopping at the ball. That move made Osi Umenyiora a very dangerous pass rusher, and Mafe appears to be trying to master it himself. Rachaad White, Air Bay, Arizona State. Rachaad White doesn't look much like a powerful runner at 6 foot, 210 pounds. In fact, he looks more like a thick receiver than a running back.